So Blake and I have finally set a date for our wedding. I know a lot of people are asking me, "Oh, why don't you do wedding vlogs? How's the wedding planning going?" And I never really answered those questions because I hadn't been planning my wedding. I've been engaged for a year and a half now, or over a year and a half now, almost a year and a half now, actually. Um, and I have not planned anything. It was just kind of like, oh, I'll think about it later, I'll do it later. Because for those of you who don't know, Blake and I have been in a long distance relationship for over 2 years now, almost three actually. He's been living on the East Coast, and I'm here in California. And so we never really knew Blake wanted to move to California, but he was working in Georgia at the time. Now he's working in North Carolina, and I was just kind of waiting. I was like, oh, we'll wait to plan it until we're in the same place. Um, and then until recently, we kind of decided, Blake has a steady job over there, that I'm probably going to be the one to move over there for a little bit until we can move back here. So then it was like, okay, so when are we going to do this? And we finally picked a date, and it's a little bit last minute, very kind of rushed wedding. We've decided on January 6th is going to be our wedding date. Not for any type of significance, really. I was trying really hard to work around people's schedules, people that I really wanted to be at my wedding. And kind of a time frame that I was comfortable with. Blake and I, like I said, have been apart for so long that we were just kind of tired of being away from each other, that we just kind of wanted to get married now. And there were things, like I said, that I had to plan around. Like my cousin who is going to school in Virginia, I really wanted him to be there, and the only time he can be here in California is for vacations. So that would be winter break, possibly spring break, or summer. And so the soonest one was winter break, obviously. So we're thinking, okay, December or January. I was like, December is really, really pushing it. Um, and so we thought, okay, January. Our actual anniversary is January 10th, which is a Tuesday. And I'm all for like a weekday wedding because it's cheaper. January is off season, so usually things are a little bit cheaper when you're not, fighting with other brides to get the stuff that you want, the venue that you want, all that stuff. So January is considered off season. Not many people want to get married in January because it's cold. A lot of people like the outdoor wedding type thing, but we decided to go with January. And January 6th came about because, like I said, my cousin Alex has to go back to school on January 10th. And then January 6th is actually a Friday. And Blake's dad actually is going to go on a cruise, and he gets back on the 5th. So we thought January 6th works. It's a Friday, so we're going to save a little bit of money. I always wanted, well, I shouldn't say always, like, I guess as a child you think, oh, I'm gonna have like this big wedding and lots of people are gonna be there and it's just gonna be perfect. As I got older, I realized, a big wedding means a big price tag. And I just, Willie's crying. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's crying. Willie, come here. Willie. He's crying a lot. I don't know what he wants. But yeah, so I knew that I didn't want to spend a ton of money. Times are hard right now, and I felt like I would rather save the money and use it for us, like for Blake and I. Either, if that means going on a nicer honeymoon, or using it, just to save up money, possibly to buy a house or something like that. But times are hard, so just in general, I think it's smarter to save money. So definitely a weekday was a good choice for us. So it's a Friday, so it's still possible for people to come. So we're happy with it. So January 6th, we were kind of teeter-tottering on the date a little bit, but now it's set because yesterday we finally put down the deposit on the venue. And there's it's non-refundable, and since we are so close to the date, they required a larger deposit, so I'm definitely not going to be changing my mind about that because I can't afford to lose that money. So yeah, Blake and I are set. January 6th is the day we have our venue. Last month, actually, I was able to find a wedding dress. I don't want to show you just because I'm afraid Blake will watch this video and he doesn't want to see the dress, and I don't want to show him either. But I did get my dress. being as though it's very, very close to the wedding day, I knew I couldn't be that picky. I tried on tons of dresses though, maybe like 40 or 50, quite a few. Um, and I was kind of, one thing I learned though, trying on so many different types of dresses, that wedding dresses are really meant to be figure flattering, I find. The dresses are really made to enhance a woman's features. A lot of them were very, very flattering. Even if they weren't my favorite, I liked them. I'm very, very indecisive, so I didn't know how long it was going to take me to find a dress. It took me a little bit of time and a few dresses to try out, but I finally got one. But like I said, I realized that a lot of the dresses out there are really nice, even though they're not like perfect. They're not your perfect dress or ideal dress. Try it on. A lot of the time, you'll like how it looks. At least that's what I found. I found that a lot of the ones I tried on actually really liked, and that if anyone said, "Oh, you have to wear this dress," I would have been happy with it because a lot of them actually looked really good on. But I did finally find a dress, and like I said, because we're cutting it really, really close, I couldn't be that picky. I knew I couldn't really custom order it, so I ended up buying one of the sample dresses. It wasn't it wasn't like one of the ones that were on sale. It was just one I tried on, and she said I could buy that one. And since they're the sample size, they're a little bit bigger. The one I had tried on actually had a broken zipper, and she was like, you know what? Get it anyway. We'll give you a discount on it, and you're gonna end up getting it altered anyway. They're gonna replace that and you'll be fine. So I went with it and I got a really good deal on the dress. I think going into it, I had no idea how much dresses cost. I don't know. I watched Say Yes to the Rest, and I love that show, by the way. And price ranges are crazy. Like some of them are like 1,000. People come in there, with the $1,500 budget up to like crazy ridiculous. I knew I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a wedding dress that I'm probably only going to wear once. So I definitely wanted to save on that. And I didn't feel comfortable spending that much money, just on me, and again for a dress that I'm only going to wear for a few hours. So I was able to find a dress that I actually really, really like. I was kind of going back and forth between different styles. I like kind of like the structured, kind of more like kind of almost kind of modern type dresses. I was looking for something with like a sleeve or straps because it is January, and a lot of the dresses right now don't have any of that. Ideally in my head, what I pictured was like a lace top, and it was going to be kind of like scoop neck, and it would be like 3/4, and the back would be like cut out. That's what I had wanted, and something a little more fitted. Of course, I couldn't find anything like that unless I had like designed it myself. So I knew I wanted lace. I like lace, but like I said, I tried on some dresses that were like taffeta or satin that were really form-fitting, kind of modern looking, and I really like those too. So I was like, oh, what do I get? Like a more structured dress, or do I want something more like lacy and romantic? The one I ended up getting is kind of a mix of the two, so I really, really like it. It's like lace on the bottom, but it kind of fades out into some tulle. It's form-fitting at the top, and then it's like a mix, a cross between an A-line and like a mermaid almost. So I really, really like it. I really wish I could show you guys, but I can't. Not yet. So yeah, I got my dress, we set the date, got the venue picked out, bought the invitations. I'm just gonna print them here at home. I bought like a set at Michael's. Totally, I told you, I'm trying to save money here, you guys. So got the set that I actually really liked. Because I was looking online, a lot of like the invitations you can get online that are pretty inexpensive, but I just didn't like them that much. You had to buy everything separately. They had like some really nice sets at Michael's, so I got one of those and I really like it. So I'm probably just gonna print them out myself, which is gonna save me a lot of money. And yeah, so we got that. Colors for my wedding, again, I was very, very indecisive. I was going back and forth between different colors. This is before I picked a venue, but now that I have the venue, I kind of have decided on what I want based on kind of the feel of the venue. That's Blake. Um, and I think we've decided on mostly like whites and ivories, and then like maybe some like sapphire blue thrown in there too. So that's kind of what we're going for right now. It could still change. Never know. Like I said, I'm very fickle. I originally wanted kind of like a gray, like dusty blue with like some creamy orange. Everybody was against it though. My mother was not happy with that. She's like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I loved it. Like the idea that I had in my head was just perfect. Blake really liked it too. But now that we picked the venue, I can see that it might not be the perfect color combination for that venue, but I still like the color combination. I wish I could show you guys what I had in my mind, but it was pretty. It was gonna be like mostly like white and then like that dusty kind of grayish blue color, and then like have like some nice creamy like orange colored flowers. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I still need to get some shoes. I need to figure out my guest list. um, and stuff like that. But yeah, and we need to do like the cake testing and food tasting and all that stuff. Blake and I have to get our marriage license, and the fact that he is in another state and I'm over here is going to make it very difficult. So he's probably going to have to fly down for a weekend just so we can get that taken care of. So yeah, just a quick little, actually I don't know how quick that was, but little wedding update just to kind of keep you guys in the loop. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on money saving tips, that'd be great. If you guys know of any vendors like in the Sacramento type area, I'm looking for a photographer, a videographer, maybe someone to do hair. I haven't decided if I'm going to do my own makeup or not, so let me know if you guys live in the area or if you know of anyone in the area or who's willing to go to that area. Let me know. Like I said, videographer, photographer, DJ are like really up high on my list right now that I really need to secure and get done because that's pretty important. So yeah, that's a little update. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon with some newer updates, maybe some vlogs as I run around and try to do stuff. Let me know if you guys are interested. Yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye.